I'm not beating around the bush.
You were.
I'm very clearly saying, yes, that's the evidence which Sri Arun Jaitley has shown. Let the Congress have the courage to refute it.
TSR Subramaniam, if an agency writes to the director that refer to this case for its potential in respect to the Chief Minister, potential in respect to the Chief Minister, does it mean the CBI is trying to fix Narendra Modi?
Arnab, I don't know exactly the facts and circumstances of this particular case, but one has been familiar over the years with how they function. The CBI is an extremely efficient organization, but it plays its politics also extremely well. I'm not going into the specifics of Kataria or Bansal, about which I know nothing. But then they're also very effective, and they're also very creative in all of these. So the fact is that we have to take all these into account. It is not for nothing that there are so many governors, there are so many NHRC members who have been from CBI. It is not for nothing that it is one cadre which is well represented. But in this case, I am not able to comment specifically what the facts are because I don't know them.
No, the facts are very clear. I want to get Dr. Karthikeyan in those. Nirmala Sitharaman, we are on one point. Shakti Singh Goyal, I am coming to you. Nirmala Sitharaman makes a point, and nobody better than you to answer this, sir. Investigators report to the CBI director says, refer again to Annexure C for its potential in respect of the Chief Minister also. Annexure C, Mr. Karthikeyan, contemplates whether Narendra Modi as Chief Minister, who also held the home portfolio, was aware of Amit Shah's attempt to influence the investigation into Sohrabuddin murder to disguise the facts. In other words, the BJP is producing this document to say this proves that the motive of the CBI is very sinister. The motive is to get Mr. Modi. Would you buy that?
You see, from what you read alone, I cannot make my comments because one cannot presuppose what is going to happen, what the intentions are and all that, There are so many correspondents.
So BJP is reading too much?
I can't say that because I'm not privy to all the facts of the case and I don't want to jump into any conclusion. But I would say this. Unfortunately, what happened today and your discussions, I've been traveling, so I have not followed what happened during the whole day, is reality may be something, but the perception is more important. Today, the perception all over the country and also endorsed by the Supreme Court is that, action of the CBI in politically sensitive cases is a suspect.
Yes.
Very unfortunately. But that is the perception. See, why is it such charges are not being made against the FBI in America or many other investigative agencies? So that is the very reason the Supreme Court made these very strong comments, and also the group of ministers have been appointed. The very fact they're appointed shows that the government accepts there is a need to insulate CBI from external influence and all that. Many more steps are to be taken. So that is unfortunate. It is a premier investigative agency in the country, is the Central Bureau of Investigation. As Mr. Subramanian said, is quite competent. We have got competent officers. Most of them are hardworking, honest, objective and all that. But why in politically sensitive cases this type of charges took place? Because, it is not fair to the country to have an organization.
So I agree with you. Yeah. The bottom line is this, Mr. Karthikeyan, that are we all reading something very wrong? You see, two things are happening on one day. A CBI director is telling Times Now that just because there is so much talk about Pawan Kumar Bansal in the telephone transcript, just because his name is referred to, just because people close to him are talking about him, does not mean that we have to interrogate him immediately. No, and on the other side, you're going after a BJP.
I'm surprised.
Are you surprised with that?
I'm surprised because, during the investigation, you don't give a running commentary on what is going to happen.
Yes.
Investigation is not completed. When the investigation is completed, the result will, of course, go to the court.
Precisely.
And I personally thought, every day you can't make a comment. Maybe something else will come tomorrow.
Is it totally...
These are avoidable controversies today.
Is it totally ridiculous? And you've held that high chair as well. No, is it totally ridiculous?
I don't know what the director said, but
can I quote you what the director said?
If he had said that,
so
I would say that it was avoidable today. You don't make comments during the investigation.
Why is he making these comments?
Because unless you are
why is this CBI director making these comments?
You should ask him. I don't know. In
fact, would you have made these comments?
I have not even heard that because the whole day I was traveling. I have not heard that. But this is not because it results in unnecessary controversies and debates going on.
Precisely. What is the message the CBI
blame game?
What the CBI director says, Mr. CSR Subramaniam, and this is the
maybe he was under pressure to do something. There is no need for
no, watch it. Is it possible that the
investigation is on till it's concluded? Anything can happen.
The CBI director, none other than the CBI director, Mr. Subramaniam,
what did he say?
Saying, and I'm quoting the CBI director. The Ranjit Sinha says it is difficult to prove a case against Pawan Kumar Bansal, but the probe is still on and something new may come up. Second point, he says, Singla bragging in phone conversation about Bansal's influence does not prove that Bansal was on board. And then he says there is no evidence of Bansal taking money.
Arnab,
and that close proximity does not prove anything in Railgate. Mr. TSR Subramaniam, the only thing I realize out of this is that while the investigation is going on, Mr. CBI director has also already given some kind of a clean chit. It may not technically be a clean chit. Why would he do something like that?
I agree, Arnab, and I agree that it is a little unfortunate that he needs to make these kinds of comments when the investigation is on, number one. Number two, there is so much of circumstantial evidence, if not direct evidence, linking the minister. And somebody raised the question, he did not have to resign. He had to resign because
Precisely.
it was so close to home. Now, it is unfortunate, it gives the impression that the CBI has already made up his mind that he is not guilty, and unless something dramatic new develops linking him directly. Now, I would expect him to be treated as a suspect, to be interrogated at some stage in the last 10 days or so, fairly gently, but not treated as an accused. But this is a little surprising, and while investigation is going on, it is much better investigating officers keep their mouth shut.
But they are not keeping their mouth shut. Is it not possible? Is it not possible, Mr. Ranjit Sinha, that the CBI director's comments will prejudice the investigation?
Well, again, I am Ranjit Kumar. I don't want to be in the position of Ranjit Sinha.
I am extremely sorry. I have made you CBI director for the second time.
No, I don't want to be in his position. He must be in a very... I don't know what kind of a position he is in. But anyway, to answer the question, investigation is such a sacrosanct thing that one must not in any way try to come out with what the facts are at any stage prior to the charge sheet.
But why is he doing
because
that?
It may try to influence that.
No, but why is the CBI director doing that?
Not try to. It's wrong on his part. He should not have. That is why I say and I maintain that the CBI today is the long arm of the central government, because the central government otherwise has no law and order within its jurisdiction. The Constitution of India says that the law and order is a state subject. It's not a central subject. So CBI has become itself the long arm of the central government.
See, senior,
the state government had its own police.
Okay, let's take the
government has no police.
Pro-Congress point of view. KC Mittal is former president of the Delhi High Court Bar Association. He takes a pro-Congress, pro-government point of view on this. Mr. Mittal, the CBI director says two things have happened today. The CBI director seems to be almost wanting to give Pawan Kumar Bansal a clean chit. He's not saying technically clean chit, but he says there's very little to go by. That's point number one. Point number two, simultaneously the CBI goes after the BJP in a fake encounter case related to Gujarat. In your view, Mr. Mittal, is the CBI director nervous? Is he worried? Maybe I upset the government too much? Maybe it's time to do a balancing act?
No, you see, the basic thing which according to me we need to understand is that the investigation, how it is to be conducted, is prescribed by law. And the Criminal Procedure Code, it maintains a confidentiality which one has to maintain. As a matter of fact, so far as the Sarabuddin encounter case is concerned, the position is very clear, because the matter was not referred to CBI by any government agency, but it was referred by the Supreme Court. The investigation was initially conducted and charge sheet was filed. Now this is the supplementary charge sheet which has been filed. The role of the CBI is over at that. Subsequently, what has happened is that the ACMM Mumbai has taken cognizance and issued summons. to Gulabchand Kataria. Therefore, CBI doesn't come into the picture at that stage because
why did the CBI wake up? Oh, Nirmala Sitharaman. No, Nirmala Sitharaman. Why did the CBI, the charge sheet against Kataria, the BJP leader, comes up after 6 years? It comes up 4 months before a state election in Rajasthan. It comes up within days of the Bansal affair. Why did the CBI suddenly wake up to this?
No, that's not really the point.
That's exactly the point.
But that's
You
the
put
point.
context very clearly.
That's the point. This is happening in a context.
You see,
Why do you say it's not the point?
that's not the point.
And therefore,
You see, I'll tell you one thing more. You see, kindly consider one aspect of the matter. Once the magistrate has taken a cognizance, he has prima facie found at the stage of taking cognizance that material evidence is there on record. Now, if somebody is not satisfied with the order of the magistrate, it is open to them to go in the High Court, file a petition and 482.
No, that's you're taking a super technical. You're taking a hyper legal point of view. You're taking a hyper legal point of view. Nirmala Sitharaman, you're taking a hyper legal point of view, sir. 1 second. Ranjit Sinha is countering you. Ranjit Sinha responding to Mr. Mittal. Ranjit Kumar responding to Mr. Mittal.
Mittal is going one step ahead. Mr. Mittal is going one step ahead. The charge sheet has been filed by the CBI in the Mumbai court. It is on that CBI that the magistrate takes cognizance. The magistrate takes cognizance only when something comes before it. And I have not heard of any magistrate till date where CBI has filed a charge sheet and the magistrate has not taken cognizance of it. So that is one step further. Today what you are discussing is why did the CBI file a charge sheet after 6 years? That is the question. That Mr. Mittal is not answering.
No.
Yes, I am answering. I will answer that question also. 1 minute, Mr. Ranjit Kumar, 1 minute. You know the procedure. If you just permit me for a minute, you know the procedure, how the case diary is maintained by the police. The law requires maintenance of case diary which contains the entire investigation record. Are you wanting to say that all that record is false? Are you wanting to say all that record is
record
dishonest?
which is coming today. I am saying why is the record coming today when the trial has started? The trial has started in Bombay. Your supplementary charge sheet is coming now.
Just 1 second. It is not a record prepared in a day. The record can't be prepared in a day, or it can't be prepared
we don't know that. We don't know that. Can you vouch? Can you vouch that it is not prepared in a day? Because the charge sheet has already been filed earlier. The case is already started. This is a supplementary charge sheet.
Ranjit, 1 second. The moment supplementary charge sheet can be filed, if the evidence comes on record.
Of course it can be filed, but why has it come after 6 years?
Mr. Mittal, there are 2 points. Mr. Mittal, there are 2
Why
points.
after 6 years?
There are 2 points which come up. First is the basic question today is this. There are 2 cases. One is of a Rajasthan BJP minister Kataria, and second is of the sacked minister Bansal. Now, while the 2 cases can be considered to be a fair comparison by some, what we are asking is, why is the CBI giving a clean chit to Pawan Kumar Bansal without even interrogating him, while moving to file a charge sheet against Kataria? This is bound to raise the suspicion about the intent of the CBI given the timing. That's question number 1. Question 1. And question 2, Mr. Mittal, is answer this one. As per the Prevention of Corruption Act, point 13, B and C, a close reading of these 2 will tell you that even if a person is not directly taking a bribe, if there are people around him, if there are people under his control, or if there are people who report to him directly or indirectly, who are involved in such acts of corruption, then you cannot give the individual a clean chit. I don't know if the CBI director doesn't know the law, Mr. Mittal, or he expects the rest of India not to know the law. Why is he giving Pawan Kumar Bansal a clean chit?
No. That of course you can better ask the director CBI, not me. But let me tell you 2 things. The first point which you are raising, you see, each and every case depends on each facts. You can't equate one with another.
Sir,
if we start doing that, just 1 second, just permit me for a minute. The function of the investigating agency is to collect evidence. When they collect evidence, whatever evidence comes on record, on the basis of that evidence, they have to proceed. On the basis of lead, they have to proceed. On the basis of available evidence and whatever required, the leads available, they have to investigate, which they are doing. On that basis, the investigating officer takes a decision. Therefore, there is nothing wrong either way. You see, you can't mix the two cases and
Nirmala Sitharaman.
draw an analogy.
No, Nirmala Sitharaman. No.